Ephron.
Was it Ur? Was it Ur?
Yeah.
Ur Chaldees,
Yeah, Ur of the Chaldees. Yeah, it was there that God pulled him out of his father's home, out of Nahor's home. You know, they were at that time they were worshiping idol gods. So Laman he was still worshiping those idol gods, uh, and um, and so even though they were, even though he was a God of Abraham, but they agreed that they were worshiping the same God. However, Laman was worshiping not only the God of Abraham, but he was worshiping also the God of the idols that he grew up with. And so they, towards the end, they named the place. They gave this place a name that they came to, that they made this covenant, and that they built the they built the pillars, and they did the sacrifice, and they had the ceremony. They named this place, and they called it. Ultimately, it was called the Gilead. You've heard of Gilead through the scriptures, right? As a matter of fact, it was even a song. There's even a song that came out, because there's a stone in Gilead, a balm in Gilead, yeah. But this was the Gilead that ultimately was named by Jacob. Laman wanted to call it the heap of witness, which was a Syrian name that was defined as the heap of witness. But Jacob called it a watchtower, and he ultimately it was ultimately translated to Gilead. The place was called Gilead. But that basically concludes chapter 30, chapter 31. Just wanted to say that this chapter has shown us the culmination of Jacob's confirmation, Jacob's transformation. It culminated in him ultimately on his way home back to the land of promise, and there he's gonna meet some more challenges. But this chapter culminated his transformation, and we saw plainly how much he was transformed, and I learned a lot even about myself through this transformation, through this whole chapter. But that concludes chapter 31.
That was a very long chapter.
Yeah.
Yeah, a lot of morsels of digest, all of that. Yeah, we could have been on a long time kind of going through the details of that. But there's someone there. I just want to comment on just a couple of things that I see that in a broader sense there. What I saw in this chapter is a struggle. I saw sort of a
Mm-hmm.
So in that God allowed that he demonstrated his superiority over the enemy.
Amen.
You know, over Satan has another tendency he wants to kill Jacob.
Amen.
But we knew that the promise had come, the time had come, the seed had come. You know, so God in that text is demonstrating power and authority over the enemy. And and everything. And then that gives me a lot of comfort. And I labor pursuing me and planning things against me. That's right. You know, God can appeal to them over their cup of coffee that morning.
Mm-hmm.
He said, no fire, Paul. No fire. No fire. You know, you have us some Paul. You know, just give it another chance. You know, at times it was late. Some morning, I got day, man. Give it some time to work. Give it my hand. Give it demonstrate the thought of my enemy.
Right.
And that gives me great comfort. The other thing that I saw is just nothing caused me to be questioned about a way to getting her, God, and and taking with her. And oftentimes that happens to us, you know, that as God was leading Rachel into the promised land, leading her back to Canaan, she was being transformed. But sometimes we take our own stuff with us, you know, back in her, that was her little God, and that's what gave her comfort, you know, whether her God may have been a statue, ours may be money, maybe pride, maybe something else, but we tend to blame those things. When we get transformed by God, we tend to blame some of these old things, old weapons, you know, some of these old habits, some of the old personalities, some of the old things that we used to have, these gods that not made out of stone, you know, but it's in our mind, it's the way that we deal with certain things. You know, we have a tendency to do what Rachel said as well. And if you remember the story, and I remember Lot's wife, when you go back, when she was coming out of she had Rachel down and took her with her. And so we were not to do that. The final couple of things I just wanted to mention, I thought was really interesting, is Laban was the embodiment of evil, and God was able to bless in the setting evil, but there's evil all around us. God is still able to prosper us and preserve us and guide our footsteps. Why would the initial question, why would God allow a covenant to take place with an evil person? Okay, if Jacob is the embodiment of good,
Mm-hmm.
Laban is the embodiment of evil. Wow, what is it? Why does their houses walk together that they agree? So what I learned from this experience here is that in our secular life, you know, we're going to be making agreements with people who are not saved, you know, who don't serve the kind of God. You know, I just signed a lease with a landlord that I know, you know, unlikely, you know, serve the same God. This is a way that is served other gods, and they can serve the true God. But yet, there becomes an agreement. Sometimes we have to make agreements with, you know, say for our lease, you know, our rent, our mortgage with the bank, you know, buy the car. We have to make, but yet still, I hope to know that God can still enter into this relationship and still bless it and allow to keep the landlord accountable to what he's promising me and help me to be accountable to the day that we can still enter these secular agreements. But God is the one watching us all there that can still bless, still govern, still control these kind of things in our lives.
Amen. I'll tell you, that was beautiful. I like that.
Yeah, that was really good. A couple of things I just want to say is that when you see how it was like that, I got to echo what Paul said. I don't know how smooth this situation I think it is with Jacob. It was kind of great for him. He would try to even trick something, you know, because he tried to put a little trick on there. But then at the end, he see that the Lord was sovereign over everything, so he didn't really have to do nothing. You know, he didn't have to trick Laban, he had to throw his little thing in there. But then at the end, he see how God had it all situated. And that happened in our life. Sometimes we do stuff, and then at the end, we be saying, man, I ain't have to do that. God has it all under control anyway. You know, and so sometimes we, you know, he under God really has it under control. Another thing too, is Jacob, how deep the soul is. The soul is very, very deep, and this is the purpose for this transformation work. You know, the soul is very adamant in what it wants. We see the depth of Jacob's soul even from his mother's womb, how he wanted to, you know, how he was just a trickster. You know, and sometimes our soul, since the fall, our soul has gotten really, really, you know, see somebody just strong in their soul. It's strong in their soul. This is not Christianity. This is not being transformed at all. This is somebody who got resolved in their soul of what they want and something that's deep within them. And I think that's all of us. And the depth of the soul and how he want to use his own will and his own trickery to get out of different things. So I just look at that. That's one of the reasons why we all have to transform us. Yeah. Because we're so strong in our soul. What we want, how we feel, what we want to do, we're going to do what we need to do. You know? Yeah. I think one of the worst things is to be in a battle and not recognize you in one. You know, that we are all, even in our daily walk, as we are being transformed, we are still in a battle, though. We're still battling. In fact, it's part of the transformation is that we're winning over the enemy. You know, so that's good. So that's part of the transformation is that we're in a battle, and no matter how saved we get, how much knowledge of the word we get, how much we always got to recognize that the whole world is still hanging around in the balance waiting to surface his head. You know, but the more we beat the new goal, the more the transformation becomes in the direction of being like the Son of God.
And the perfect example of that, Paul, was that when he was provoked, while he was being provoked by Laman, he almost retreated back to his old way, but then he realized that the conscience that God, the Spirit of God, was in him, controlling his conscience to the point where he calmed down. He realized that, and he just made a different had a different way of doing things. And you know, that's beautiful. That is beautiful.
Lennon used a word that I thought was really outstanding. He used the word restraint.
Yeah.
Okay, I wrote that word down when Laban wanted to crucify, to kill Jacob, and the Lord came to him and used restraint. That's really a great word. You know how that we could be getting into danger, but God can go ahead of us and restrain the enemy. You know, I remember when the story about Job, when the enemy wanted to say skin for skin. Lord said, look, man, you know, but you can only do so much right now. You know, I know what you want. I'm going to put a boundary. I'm going to put boundaries to how much you take, you know, and Satan can't go past those boundaries, man.
Yeah.
Never the chicken, but God is the overarching authority. But man, he knows how much we can bear, you know, and man, I'm glad he put boundaries around our suffering, you know, around our struggles, man, you know. That was a good word, you know, restraint. Amen. All right, brothers. All right, brothers. All right, take that time out with us.
Yeah.
Oh, no, man. No. This is breakfast, man. My morning banner.
That's good. That's good. Man. Okay. All right, guys.
Most women, man, I'm going to be in town on around the 14th of Jackson. David, I'll be playing homecoming.
Oh, okay.
For Jeff celebration there. So,
Oh, yeah. I just got an invitation today. Yeah. I just got an invitation yesterday.
Okay. If you come, what we may ought to do is try to meet Saturday morning. If you've got
Yeah, that sounds good, man. That sounds good.
Okay, we got all across the town figured out. Okay, all right. So, say the Lord bless you. I mean, be in the city.
Amen. Amen. That's a hey. That has a different meaning now to me. Oh man, that has a different meaning. Yeah. Okay, guys. All right, take care.